Hello and welcome to a new episode of Empower Hour. Today we will explore the fifth cog of the key to inner freedom, stories of transformation. Personal stories are powerful. They show us that we are not alone in our struggles and offer us hope that change is possible. Let me start by sharing a part of my personal story. My story. I was a very talented child, raised in an environment where my true identity was often hidden under the excessive protection of immature parents. Each member of my family seemed to have their own idea of who I should be, using my identity as an excuse for their own failures and burdens in life. I lived under the constant pressure of the archetype of salvation through the blood of Christ, a concept that was alien to me but imposed on me. The lies piled up, fueled by the deception that I was chosen or special in a way that only seemed to shackle my true spirit. I was denied almost everything, with the excuse that the world was dominated by evil. This oppressive environment stifled my growth and prevented me from expressing who I truly was. Yet despite all these restrictions, I felt a spark inside me, a light that refused to be extinguished. The transformation path. Transformation doesn't happen overnight. It's a slow and often painful process, but incredibly rewarding. In my case, the first step was recognizing the truth of my situation. I had to admit to myself that I was living in a toxic environment and that this was negatively affecting my personal growth. Awareness was the key. I started observing my thoughts and emotions, trying to understand where they came from and how they affected me. I discovered that many of my fears and insecurities were not truly mine, but were imposed by those around me. Overcoming obstacles. Overcoming obstacles requires courage and determination. Once I recognized the source of my oppression, I had to make some difficult choices. I started setting boundaries with my parents and seeking support from people who encouraged me to be myself. It wasn't easy, but every little step brought me closer to inner freedom. I learned to let go of limiting beliefs and reject the labels that had been imposed on me. This liberation process was fundamental to discovering who I really was. I began to explore my passions and interests, allowing me to express my creativity in ways I had never imagined. Stories of others. My story is just one of many. Many people have embarked on their journey to inner freedom, overcoming incredible obstacles and finding their way to authenticity. For example, Mary was a woman living in an unhappy marriage, suffocated by social and family expectations. After years of sacrifice, she found the courage to leave her husband and rebuild her life from scratch. She discovered a passion for painting and, through art, found her voice and her freedom. Then there is John, a young man who has struggled with addiction and depression. He hit rock bottom several times, but each time he managed to climb back up. With the support of a recovery community, he learned to manage his emotions and find the inner strength to live a meaningful life. Lessons learned. Every story of transformation teaches us something valuable. My experience has taught me that true inner freedom comes from self-acceptance and the courage to live authentically. I've learned that no matter how much the outside world tries to define us, our true identity is something only we can discover and cultivate. The stories of Mary and John remind us that change is possible, even when it seems impossible. They show us that, with determination and support, we can overcome any obstacle and find our way to freedom. Conclusion. Inner freedom is a personal and unique journey. There are no shortcuts or easy answers, but through awareness, courage, and the support of others, we can find our way. Stories of transformation inspire and motivate us to never give up, to continue searching for the truth within ourselves. In the next episode, we will explore how to apply inner freedom in everyday life. We'll see how the principles we've discussed can be integrated into our routines, helping us live more authentic and meaningful lives. Thanks for following this episode of Empower Hour. If you liked it, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next episodes. Remember, Your story is unique and precious. Continue to explore, grow, and live authentically. See you soon.